Okay, so this is my tutorial video for Donkey Kong Arcade One Loop. So first of all, before we start, first of all, I want to apologize for the crappy mic quality because I don't actually have a mic. I'm just using my computer's mic. Second of all, for the crappy recording quality, I'm kind of just I'm trying to get this out because I want people to be able to start running this, and I don't have a lot of time. So that's what I'm doing. And third of all, this is for a very particular version because the glitch that I'm going to show you is only possible on a very particular version, which has the code DKONGJ01. And it is the first version ever produced. And the easy way to tell if it's the right ROM is if when you're playing, the normal screen for all the other versions says how high can you get, but this version will say how high can you try. And it has the same 4 levels as the Donkey Kong Original Edition for NES. And what you want to do is you want to find the correct version, which is DKONG-J01, also known as Japan Set 3. It's kind of weird, confusing naming, but Japan Set 3 is the first version of Donkey Kong ever created, which is why this bug was kept in there. I don't understand how it works. I'm sure there are people who do, but I'm just going to show you how to do it. So this is my video. The time, I'm also posting this on YouTube. The time will show 1:37, but I retimed it, and it's 1:36. Timing starts when the Mario sprite first appears on screen, and it ends same way as NES when the last rivet disappears. The first frame when the last rivet disappears. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to show you two things that I think are pretty important. One of them is actually, you know what? No, I'm not. I'm sure that I can talk about what I call DK timing another time. Maybe I'll touch on it briefly, but mainly I want to show you, well, mainly I want to show you uh, the glitch. So what I'm going to do is I'm not, by the way, you have to show your reset as always, and basically what I want to do is I want to show you guys, by the way, I turned audio off because otherwise you wouldn't be able to hear what I'm saying. So what you want to do is, obviously, there's the cutscene, and I can't skip ahead because it would skip over the glitch. But basically, what you want to do, I apologize that you're not going to be able to see my cursor, but basically, what you want to do is you want to run up and you want to pause. If you look at where Mario is currently standing, there is a separation between the on the girder, there's a separation between the lower level and the higher level. What you want to do is you want to position Mario so he's facing left or right, it doesn't really matter. And his feet are in between that separation, that crack. And what you want to do then is you want to press jump and right at the same time, and if you do it correctly, you'll fall through the floor and it'll beat the level. Don't ask me why it works, it just does. If you look at the bonus timer, the fastest that I've ever been able to do it is with a 46 in the bonus timer, but on this time, because I did some extra alignment, I was only able to get a 45, which is pretty common. So let's just take a look. So basically, from here, you just jump like that. I'll show you that. As you can see, how high can you try? So what you're going to do is you're going to go up the ladder, line yourself between the crack, and jump, and you should come through right here. So that's basically how you do the glitch here. I could talk about DK timing. Here, I'm going to. That's too far. We'll go back. Okay, so unlike in the version with the NES, DK moves back and forth along the top girder. And what that means is that since the audio bite of him laughing occurs at the exact same time every time, that could mean that if he's farther away from the ladder when you finish climbing, he could be too far away for the soundbite to play in time with his climbing because he's not in a fixed position. So since he's moving across, which doesn't actually change anything, you want to maybe wait to go up the ladder and finish the stage until he's closer to the two main ladders, because otherwise um, it will take longer for him to get over to the ladder, and the stage will take longer because the stage only ends, it only sends you to the next level when DK has finished his climbing animation. The soundbite plays at the exact same time every time, so if you can somehow get him right to the ladders and get him to finish climbing before the soundbite finishes playing, then it'll go to the next level as soon as the soundbite is finished playing, and you get to skip the empty space, which adds to the time. It's a very complex concept, and I'm probably not explaining it very well, but it's not very important. Basically, sometimes you want to wait to climb up the ladder until DK is close to the ladder so that you don't have to wait for him to actually get to the ladders, and so that the level doesn't take nearly as long. So you get a net gain. If you watch here, it actually forced me to wait because the ladder came down. But if you could see, because of that, when I came up, DK was close enough to the ladder to begin climbing immediately, and that saved a bunch of time and prevented him from having to move all the way back over to the ladders and having to wait for the game to carry out that animation of him climbing up with Pauline under his arm, and prevented the game from having to wait for that animation to finish before sending to the next level. Now the animation finishes much sooner, and you're sent to the next level much sooner. And if you do it optimally, I believe you only have to wait like maybe a second to climb up before DK is in the optimal position, and it will save. I haven't timed it, but it'll save a couple seconds in comparison to if you were to just climb up immediately. So there is a net gain. But the main thing I want you to take away from this is how to do the glitch, which is, of course, you. Hold on, let me go back so that you can see the glitch one more time. You go over, climb up, align yourself, jump, and go through. Now, obviously, I'm doing it pretty fast because I'm speedrunning. It'll take a couple tries, but eventually you'll get it. As for the emulator I'm using MAME, and if you don't know how to set that up, or if you have any questions, don't... I'm not really an expert on it. In fact, I don't actually remember how I set it up because it's been so long. What I will do, though, is I will link of the video I used to show me how to set up MAME in the description of the YouTube video. One of these two, I'm not sure which one. And then, if you have any questions after that, just shoot me a message. Alright, so thank you guys so much for watching, and I hope to see you guys posting some runs of this. So, yeah, and once again, sorry for the unprofessional setup. I don't really have time to edit this out, so, yeah, sorry.